Alright everyone, Geordie Paul back here with a brand new video, new content just for you and my subscribers. Today I'm going to do my top 10 films of all time, my personal ones. They'll be different to yours, but that's the beauty about individual opinions. Everyone likes different things and that's great. So yeah, this is on the back of Mondo Chelovek doing his, and I thought, you know what, I've never done my top 10. So I'm going to do, similar to him, I'm going to do 10 down to 6 or maybe 5. And then another video I'll do 5 to 1 or 4 to 1. But before I do all that, let's get the credits out of the way and let's crack on. Oh, right. Thanks very much for sticking with us. So yeah, so top 10. I've had a long think about this and I've got a bit of paper here. I am going to be showing the ones I have physically. This is my top 10 favourite films of all time. Now, bear in mind that one of the movies I've got in here, the physical copy of it is in my loft, and quite frankly, I can't be asked to go and get it. So you'll have to bear with me when we get to that, okay? Anyway, so here we go. Number 10 is a film that I remember going to see with my father. God, who am I? I'm not posh. Going to see with my dad. It was one of those Christmas works cinema visits that my dad, who used to work at British Engines on the quayside in Newcastle, took their family to the cinema for free cinema visits or whatever. I saw quite a few movies there. This is the first one of this series that I saw on the big screen. I think, if I remember, there's quite a few, and these are from going to see it with my dad. So anyway, yeah, so I remember the cinema visit. You used to go up there, you used to sit down, the curtains would open, and then you watch a film and then the curtains would close. You'd have your 10-15 minute interval. You walk down the aisles, you go and get your little ice cream with your wooden spoon. So yeah, so it's good memories going to the cinema with my dad. My dad got me into movies, fair play to him. He doesn't like movies as much now. I'm obsessed with them. But yeah, so yeah, coming in at number 10 is The Empire Strikes Back. This is the only Star Wars entry in my top 10. It's my favourite one of them all. The opening scene in Hoth is my all-time favourite Star Wars scene. The AT-ATs, the snow speeders. I just love that. That got me into Star Wars, the snow, everything like that. Going inside the Tauntaun when Han Solo chucks Luke in there and says, I hope they smell better. No, I thought they smelled worse on the outside and inside, etc. Great. It's got a non-happy ending. And the big reveal about Darth Vader and Luke. So yeah, so memories of a great movie. It's got me into the Star Wars franchise. So yeah, so that's my number 10, Empire Strikes Back. Another one, my mum got me tickets to see this movie in 1994. It was a preview. It was at the Warner Brothers Cinema in Newcastle, which is now a university. I can't even remember how my mum got free tickets, but it was a preview, so it was before it even got released. And I was sitting in there, and I, no word of a lie, jumped out of my skin. I must have been, what, 15, 16 at the time, when it goes to a certain scene, and that is Jurassic Park. The scene in question is when they're in they're talking about whether they should or shouldn't bring dinosaurs back, and it cuts to the raptor pen, and there's that big "woo" noise. So yeah, so I remember going to see this with my mum at the cinema. This is my favourite of all of them. So yeah, nothing more you can say about Jurassic Park. The 4K transfer is crisp, it's full screen, kind of gone wrong. I've got all the steelbooks now. Jurassic Park, one of my favourite franchises. I even like number 3, but of course I won't make it in the top 10 or 15 or 20, but I do like that one. So yeah, so coming in at number 9 is Jurassic Park. Number 8 is a film that my uncle and uncle and auntie, but they're split up now, but they got me into. They loved it. They used to watch it all the time. It's one of those movies where you say to people, have you seen this? And they go, no. And you go, you what? You haven't seen it? What's wrong with you? What rock you been under? I got the wife into it. We now hopefully going to be watching it every Christmas. We watched it last 2 Christmases, so this one coming up, we'll hopefully watch it again. And that movie is the number 1 Christmas movie of all time, Die Hard. One of the best action films ever made. Bruce Willis was obviously a comedic actor at the time, being in Moonlighting. And when this got released, they took his name off it and took his picture off the front cover because I didn't think it would get as many sales tickets for the cinema or movies or whatever you want to call it in America. Yeah, so anyway, Die Hard. Love this film. Welcome to the party, pal, and welcome to my number 7 spot. Number 6, my favourite film. I remember watching this, I think it was either on BBC One or BBC Two. It's one of those films when you're younger, and the BBC used to put on a film after the news at 10, I think about 10:30, before college, or before you go to bed, and you watch halfway through it, you fall asleep, and you go, oh, I wouldn't mind watching that. Loved it, and that's The Shining. My favourite Stanley Kubrick film. Great movie, great upscale, great picture. Can't fault this. This is a 10 out of 10 movie. It's awesome, great acting. Can't fault it. It's flipping awesome. So if you haven't seen it, watch it, and if you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Right, so number 6, which I don't have a physical copy for me here, is Back to the Future Part 2. Again, this goes back to when I was saying about with my dad. I went to the cinema to see Back to the Future Part 2. I hadn't seen the first one. I have obviously had seen the first one, but I hadn't seen it on the big screen. Back to the Future Part 2 was the first one I saw on the big screen with my dad. So I like the future. I like it how it mirrors the past when he has to go back to 55, etc. and so on. Yeah, so in Back to the Future Part 2 is my personal favourite of the trilogy. So that's it. Right, so that's number 6. Number 5, because I decided when I started doing this video, I'm actually going to do my full top 10. I can't be asked to go back and do another video. As mentioned previously, Fight Club. Remember watching this first when I was at uni. And I love this film. Multiple watches. David Fincher, director, great. I wish I'd seen this on big screen. I hadn't. I didn't even for that matter. I just love this film. It's got so many quotable lines, one-liners in it. It's just brilliant. The way it's done, the way everything comes in at the end, it's brilliant. So if you haven't seen Fight Club, give it a watch. It's on for how long is it actually? I don't even know. It's a long film. I think it's like 2 and a bit hours, is it? Yeah, 2 hours 13 minutes. But it's definitely well worth a watch. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Awesome. Coming in at number 5, is it? No. Right, next one. I can't remember. I've lost track. Joker. Brilliant. Nothing more you can say about this. If you haven't seen it, watch it. And if you have, you'll know what I mean. It's a great movie. Great acting. Joaquin Phoenix is brilliant. De Niro's great as a supporting actor. One of my favourite films of the past few years. Came out of this and thought, wow, that was amazing. And not many films do that these days with anybody watching them. So yeah, this is my steelbook I think I got from Xavier, can't remember. Awesome. Watched it twice. 4K pictures, crisp, clean, and very, very good. So it's the Joker. And then at number 3 on my top 10 is John Carpenter's The Thing in my lovely Arrow limited edition box set. Watched it on DVD, watched the Blu-ray upscaler, and I was honestly, the first time ever I watched this on Blu-ray, I was like, that picture quality is amazing, because the last time I watched it was either on TV or on VHS or whatever it was. Love The Thing, great monster movie, awesome. It's just brilliant. I do like the prequel that they made, the way how it all added up at the end. Not as good as this, because this is an absolute storming classic. Yeah, so there you go, The Thing. Now, taking the second spot is another one I want to see at the cinema with my dad. As I said, there's a lot of ones I want with my dad, and it's obviously stuck in up here. And that is Ghostbusters 1. This is my steelbook that I got. It was released in America. I think I got this from Germany. They've re-released it over here, but it hasn't come in the steelbook with the extra disc. I wanted the steelbook. Waited a while for it to get it on eBay. Got a good price, and this is my prized collection, prized possession even in my 4K collection. I just love these movies. I like the second one. The first one's still the best. I love Ghost. I love the paranormal, and to me, this is just the ultimate film. Less said about the female reboot, the better, because let's be honest, it was fucking shite. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the new one, Afterlife. So yeah, good memories with my dad with this one, and I just love it. Watch it as often as I can. So that's it. We're now coming up to our top spot. So we've gone through 10 through to 2. So yeah, so like I said, those are my personal ones. Everyone's opinions are different, and that's great. So without further ado, this film I saw in 2000 when I was in uni, when I lived in Barnsley doing my degree in journalism. I remember the Barnsley Odeon had a massive poster of it, and I've got a big background, but I have a lot of personal likings to the era when it was done. I remember trips going to Vindolanda with my mum and dad. I have a big passion about Romans and the Roman history and things like that. So when this came out, I was straight on it. Knew nothing about proper films at the time. Knew nothing about Ridley Scott. Knew nothing about anything. And that film is Gladiator. I just love this film. Can't get enough of it. Joaquin Phoenix again. It's in my top 10 twice. Russell Crowe's brilliant in it. It's just an overall brilliant movie. I remember going to see it at the cinema twice. I remember my dad importing it on DVD from America when he just got his sound system. And the surround sound, we put it up to max in the first fight scene. See, again, there's a lot of memories here. I'm just thinking about now with my dad watching it, really. He's still alive, so I'm not like thinking of him in the past tense or anything. So Gladiator, my all-time favourite. As soon as I got 4K TV, I got the Steelbook, got it cheap on eBay. I don't know if it's easy to get this one now. I know they released another one. But yeah, 3-discer here, love it, brilliant. Still don't have a poster for it. I'm trying to find a maxi-size poster of Gladiator. Can't find them anywhere because I want it for my movie room, but you can't have everything. So yeah, so there you go, Gladiator. And that's it. That is my top 10 movies. I hope you appreciated, or not appreciated, I hope you like what I've said. Everyone's top 10's different. Mine's completely different to John's for Mondo Celovec. And thanks again, John, for that. If you haven't subscribed to him, subscribe to Mondo Celovec. Yeah, and that's it, really. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you can. It's free. And as Kermit's Ghost says, it's free, so why wouldn't you? And that's it, really. And also, before I go, I've also done a shout out to Mondo Celovec. I'll keep giving these shout outs. There's people I watch all the time. Big Paulie, Jamie Powell, a legend. Keith at Euphoria Pictures, his collection is amazing. I don't even want to think about what his bank balance is like, but fair play, Keith, you can afford it. You're doing a bang job. Horror and Todge, Tony. Blue View for Matt. And who else am I thinking of? Oh, who else could I forget? Pete Ainsley at Blu-ray Bullet. Brit. So that's it. So anyway, thanks it. Those are all my shouts outs. Please subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on my next one. That's Jody Paul out.